Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So I'm going to cover two major hop-ups here in Apex Legends. Kind of want to do a guide where we kind of talk intimately about the new hop-up, which is Shattercaps, as well as Deadeye's Tempo. Now, I know I did a guide on the Bocek Bow, and I really want to highlight the fact that this is also utilizing the Sentinel. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take a shot. So what you saw there, if I highlight over this, firing at the perfect moment increases rate of fire. This is actually easier to pull off on the Sentinel than it is on the Bocek Bow, because realistically all you need to do is spam shoot and it's ready to fire in quick succession. You really don't have to think about it too much, and this can also apply to your hip fires. I'm going to take hip fire shots and just spam it, and you'll hear the little audio cue there that also verifies. This is much easier to use on the Sentinel itself. So if we do this on the Bocek Bow, I'm going to highlight it here because I have it attached. You see the little highlight there, and I'll zoom in on it. Once you build the momentum, now if you miss it, it resets it. Or you screw it up. Same thing happens with a Sentinel if you wait too long. It'll disappear. This one has a lot more leeway than the Bocek Bow overall though. But it's pretty easy. Firing at the perfect tempo increases rate of fire. You can also remove this if you like, and it just disappears on the floor because we're in the training range. Now for this portion of the video, we're going to discuss the Shattercaps Hop Up. So what we showcased before in the Bocek guide, this does 123 damage to the head and does 70 damage to the chest. Just as a reminder, that's without a helmet. Now if you're really up close and personal with the scatter cap, this does 98 to the head, no helmet, and 77. Now just as a reminder, if you shoot the ground with your arrows, you'll notice that the arrows do not stay stuck on the ground like they did before. If I switch back, you'll notice it. Ready? And there we go, we see the arrows. This works very much like a Mozambique. You'll notice immediately as you're shooting targets, you'll see the pellets that are hitting on the dummy targets here. That's because it's acting like a shotgun. So this is a great alternative. This is strong on close range, but very weak on long range because of the pellets and how much damage they're going to do at a distance and how much they're going to miss. Now if there's enemies clumped up together, this is going to help you land some more of those shots, especially when they're getting up close and personal. If you like, you can remove this from the bow. If you do not like it, of course you can also toggle between the two available for you. Just be sure not to toggle really mid-fight because it does take a second to switch between the two. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on the 30-30 because the 30-30 has this same feature. So you'll notice before the 30-30 it did 75 to the head, and then 57, and of course you can charge this shot up. If you hold 100 damage to the head, no helmet, then 57 damage to the chest. Now if we switch this to the other view, you'll notice this acts more like a shotgun like we discussed before. But same thing, if you charge this shot up, this does 70 to the head, 77 to the chest. Now you got to make sure, of course, every single bullet lands. I'm going to showcase that here in just a second. Let's charge up the shot. There we go, 98. The same thing for the Bocek when you add in that hop up, because I know I didn't showcase that before. But if you just do a simple shot, that's 31 and 25. I know I showcased that in my other guide, but for consistency's sake, as we're doing this video, I want to showcase it there as well. So remember, this works very much like a shotgun. It does have that charge up, and let me switch here to the Shattercaps. But realize that it has the same pellet damage, and you have the option to hold and wait for the peak shot, just as you would here. Say you're waiting for the peak. You're going for a peak shot as if it were a shotgun, but just be mindful knowing that it has that spread and the downside that this is going to have with it. You can see with the spread, it's a little inconsistent at range, but if they're up close and personal, you can act like this is a Mozambique. Let's compare these two together. The same thing happens with the Bocek. If I grab myself a Mozambique, you'll notice that the Mozambique now has 6 shots. And you'll see it has a very same tonal effect. And they have buffed and adjusted the Mozambique damage just a little bit, so I'm at close and personal, that's 69, 45 to the chest. And of course if we charge this up all the way, oh, wrong one, let's toggle that there. We'll switch this, we'll charge up the shot, 70. So you'll notice it acts very much like a Mozambique, so be mindful of its power. It does have its place in game. Same thing that we discussed with the Dead Ice Tempo, which really rewards players for their accuracy and consistency using the Sentinel as well as the Bocek Bow. Hope this was helpful. Hopefully when you hop in game, be sure to utilize the 3030, the Bocek Bow, as well as the Sentinel to their maximum capacity. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all next time.